You there. Still got work if you're looking. Didn't catch a look at your uniform before. Oh, the reaching arm of the Earth Directorate, wagging its fingers and snagging our pocket. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons elimination on Paradise Island. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose. The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction? Although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. You could do the bleeding. Unusual refers to every turncoat and is not a halfway strong enough phrase. Try go. Don't know if there's a DeVries here. Not my department. Milver Street befriends the ex-subjects, keeps tabs on them. Ask him. Why are you looking for them? Who are they to you? Directorate agents betraying their fellows? So much for humanity's best and brightest. Ah, I haven't broken an idealist over my knee in ages. Open your ears wide, friend, for this is... Engage a detachment in open combat. Expect dozens dead on both sides. Kill their commander beforehand, and their soldiers will rout with such as war. Milver Street, for all his book learning, doesn't seem capable of understanding such. I hope you're a sharper sort than he, willing to do what must be done. My employer would assuredly be filled with wrath if it were my forces I were committing. If you fail, I'll be out nothing, and Auntie shall be none the wiser. And if you succeed, I can't be blamed if my plans came to fruition on their own. This fine settlement is Fairfield. Once in the Protectorate's grasping claws, now Auntie's newest foothold on Paradise Island. When we arrived, it was thick with yaysayers, a hair's breadth away from sacrificing themselves to their old masters. Now, entertaining as it is to root out dozens of entrenched, suicidally murderous subjects, I'd take the efficiency of capitulation any day.
Try it today. And buy an extra bar to share with a chum. Right. Moving on. Now, here's a song that...
Couldn't say. Maybe Milver Street's hearts and minds drivel holds weight after all. Though you'll pardon me for not dropping low and begging his forgiveness. The subjects are his problem now. Myself? I'm focused on making sure the Protectorate doesn't bring them back into the fold by force. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox Relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war, name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Deserves a raising for the length of its blasted name alone. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it back to functioning. I need the place sabotaged, lest Automechs return to aid the Protectorate war effort in droves. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Do you suggest that our good minister has lost patience with playing fair and now seeks to... He's devoted to his half measures. I'll give him that. But he wouldn't have to wheedle and connive if he knew Milver Street's grinning manipulation won't earn nothing but more of our own dead. Work with me. Could be direct. Feign that you're an assistant of some kind. Though you'd have to have some But a simpler path would be paying a visit to the Ministry of Accuracy, liberating some credentials. Yaysayers ain't capable of suspecting a piece of paper. Certainly could. I wouldn't shed a tear on behalf of those drones, but the Protectorate is used to losing its people. And there'd no doubt be a replacement crew in a week's time. The repair center itself needs to be permanently put out of commission. Anything else is temporary. Competence recognizes competence. Get into that facility and make certain it won't ever function again. I look forward to hearing your results.
How you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, cats, let's go one more time. Oh, let's go. Swing it now. Oh, yeah. That's the ticket. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well.
Being this close to DeVries? Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit.
We make an Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Yeah! We love you, Auntie.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear wireless-free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. When we here at Wireless Free Arcadia make on-air misstatements, we own up to it sometimes. Like right now in this batch of corrections. In last Sunday's weekend P&L report for the previous Saturday, we inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance, blaming a belt drive starboard wing factory mishap for a 2% drop in daily space rivet production. Correction. The decline was only 1.8% and wholly due
Out of there!
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machine.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
My records show you have an outstanding fine for past offenses. Pay up or face Auntie's justice. Everything seems to be in order.
Don't waste time slow roasting some fancy woolly cow fillet mignon. No, sir. We crack open a good temp-tin horse roast. That's right. Nothing like an instant, soft serving of feral pork paste to boost productivity to full burn in those small hours. All right, enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor. Snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's extruded.
Am I going to need a friend this week?
You certainly can't have mine. What kind of skills do you have?
Whatever skills are neat.
Hello, and goodbye.
Is everything supposed to be so sweet?
Unless it's worst, grab a can today.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up, doing the work of it. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my... I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of research mostly. Some wholesale. And as the base for some small batch, though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much.
You feel from a sip of purpleberry fizzy tea, or from shopping our vast selections of remedies such as basic and acid. The body is just as important as the mind, and the body needs things like deep-fried cysty bits and mock apple shakes all day, every day. Come see Auntie, dearies. Auntie cares about you just a little bit more.
Now, upward and onward. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
So who are you rooting for in the tossball leagues this season?
Tossball? You mean pitchball?
I mean tossball. You know, weekend zones, foot goals, offside hugs, hackers, tenders, wingers.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
I got a job to do, and it ain't talking out of time.
Mark, swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy, Mark. Guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? Well, you caught that, huh? Perceptive sort. I'm having what some would call an existential... I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem... It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire.
The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense.
While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's choice citizens. I lay my hands on something like that, turn it over to management. Soon, I'd have all the considerable perks of someone responsible for a hit new product line. Bigger salary, name recognition, reserved seating in the company restroom, the works. Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. I have a few bits I can offer you, not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics.
Well, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could so close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow. All right.
The door of this stuff? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition, too. Honestly, Kemp, ain't that...
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stash and treasure inside. A whole pool.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought with...
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Don't encourage him.
Fine. Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could come...
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. And hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority. In any siege, advantage goes to the defenders. Right now, the Protectorate still has control of the bridge. When Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready. Getting briefings from the bigwigs, are you? Seems you're more in the...
If there are any weapons at all. I still say...
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose is in there?
Don't that strike you as a touch simple? Unless they were trying to keep it from...
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nobody's getting through anytime soon. Just don't overdo it. A crater full of
And if anything happens to the... Auntie Cleo, you about brought the place down with that explosion. Avoid me if it didn't make short work of that door. Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder... And of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity, then.
What? You want money too?
Sorry, friend, Kemp's right. We'll put in a word with the higher-ups first chance we get, though. Give you and your skills some fine publicity. That's the right attitude.
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today.
Never catch a break. Finally find a way to get ahead.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
Limber up for a motivating lecture, employees. Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't resonate some bottom-rung relatability. Business is much like tossball, a game of inches and foot goals played with an excess of necessary roughness. And like tossball, there's more than one way to make a killing. Why, I was just watching the latest bout between the Easy Heel Loafers and the Zero-G Shooters. Just quality cleaving from huck-off to the closing steam whistle. And that 20-back tackle pileup on the tender in the mid-court restricted zone. Oh, I was on the edge of my luxury Sisty-Hide spectation lounger. Not to mention the concession sales. Invasive marketing hucked it out of the arena with their official Auntie's Choice branded Sprat Crisp penalty buckets. Oh, but I digress. Just as in tossball, we all need to put on our winger face. Go the extra zone. This is a marathon, not a sprint to get humped in the Wednesday zone, although it is that too. Sometimes you can't score a body goal without an offsides huck. Play by the rules or play to win. you can't do.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink. Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employee, any particular topic you have in mind? Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate force. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, we have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward, you're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like an in-depth accounting of the various parties who they merged, rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Apologies, but tall tales, and here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders? At present, my top favorites are 1, the Drunken Haggler. Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did reckon so.
One recent fiscal year to kick workers into gear. Auntie asked for a new stint.
Oh, one of my copious direct reports. Rest assured. For another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should. Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition. Well, let's see. Before this, I was auxiliary assistant, then dehydrant rehydrator, then apprentice hireling. That was my big break with Auntie after we were However, I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through... Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it. Well, you're right. I wanted change. Whole reason I left the...
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now offering the Pen Pharmacon 5 walk-in industrial microwave. Originally developed...
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? Has nothing to do with my current and very temporary shortage of funds.
Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial microwave is right for you.
Fine.
Let us proceed.
This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or guile.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement. Heavens. Shouldn't sneak up on a man. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a hurt, but just... It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emmeline, but when I asked her about... Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, would be my guess. Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars yet, but it's one theory. I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just...
Keep your bit stack in the black, don't be your only debtor. Be the best that you would be if you were any better. That's Sushi Whiskey.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Valued underlings, your Auntie Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotion with Asta Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Asta. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sistybits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I probably am. Bye now.
Seems like there's more from this terminal to view, Commander. Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rope. Anyway, need something, Commander?
It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do, means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
DeVries sure has some cheek putting the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? I mean, she wasn't a damn scientician. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just... DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. Reckon so. Some might embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. The Order of the Ascent is just another sect of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. The Grand Plan and all that used to be part of the Protectorate before their big falling out. Believe they can predict the future or some such, but nice plan-abiding folks don't kill for the betterment of their cause. I can't believe the Order plotted our murder. But 10 years ago, I would have said the same about I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Maybe. She seemed tore up about the choice after the fact. Guilty. Not sure if that makes me feel... I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the grand architect, void, even capital. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. If only DeVries had shared in our good judgment, huh? Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be... Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees. Though my deals are quid pro quo and my interest rates are low, I'll be keeping track till you pay back every single bit you owe. 'Cause I am the uncomplicated loner.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. I forget. You invaders are not raised on the same diet of knowledge as we in the Protectorate. How small your uneducated mind must be. Trapped in worthless superstition. If you've been the one entrusted to capture us, the invaders have sorely... Of course, I know why you're really here. The greenhouse's stolen bounty. offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary... If you are conniving for some concession of...
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it? You've got me there. Nothing enigmatical about a trio of Protectorate stowaways. Not very copacetic.
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. This was always...
Let's get him over with!
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. A small part of me was hoping... Never mind. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. She was. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. But I digress. Thanks for your help, and for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember.
Let's rock! Ready to waste them, on your command.
It was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to do. Spare me such timid dribble. We needn't waste time. Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse. The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. You must have a weak mind to have fallen prey to such dubious marketing. I bet you don't even know half of what's in what you consume. The horror of it. Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. If you are conniving for some
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig.
The more I listen to you invaders blathering, the more convinced I become.
Not very copacetic.
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet. This was...
Closing in!
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. I lost her. She was romantic, but I digress.
Let's keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned. Come at me.
Still be on time for your next ship. Num rum. Taste more and feel less. Num rum. No worries, no stress. Num rum. Relax the success. Num rum. Num rum. Taste more and feel less. Num rum. No worries, no stress. Num rum. Relax the success. Num rum.
On this episode of Big Gain Hunter, we take you to the ice moon of Cloister.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Now this is top-shelf mantipillar secretion.
We're closed.
Things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Immunosol, the right multi-spectrum antibiotics for wildlife interactions gone
Did you
wrong.
not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going?
That ain't something you ought to be.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to...
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team, her friends, even the one who's
By the architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate. All I knew was that she was fond of you.
She was fond.
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do some. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking. That's when things became tense. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
Preferably one more tropical, where I can stick a little umbrella in my Auntie Fizzo's num rum.
Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That and the invasion itself set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again.
She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never... After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. Not that I can think of, except... Not sure if this will help you, but she did use the same code for everything. 15-778. I even used it to search her safe after she left Fairfield.
That is Agent DeVries' identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. That's all I can add.
You create more colors through the gauntlet down. Now think about your colors brown. All the colors, don't overthink it. Strip it back and drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, glug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos, Fizzos.
To all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department, may you ascend swiftly through talent or gut.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revenue.
This Moon Man character of yours,
Every last bit of my way.
No, sort of a mascot.
Every last bit that I save is intended for you. For now, I'll take one that's brand new, cause
Is it Auntie who has your undying and unquestioning loyalty?
Not exactly. Auntie is cunning and bold. I don't have a single bad thing to say about her. At least not out here in public. You know what I mean?
For once, the most
You're back. Why? Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? Nah, it's only a crime if you get caught. And you only get caught if you cause enough trouble that excessive corporate malfeasance has no... So long as you respect their boundaries, keep the right palms greased. But since the original crew we sent here couldn't handle those 3 simple rules, it does so happen I have an opening for a well-paid accomplice. Interested? I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal... We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got someone to do it for you. Well, isn't that just wonderful? I had no... And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system. You get me? Because we are the black market in Arcadia. Odds are, at some point, you're going to need something. Sub Rosa feeds that appetite to not just survive, but to thrive. And that's taking all of us places. We're more than simple opportunists. We are Trust me, for both short-term benefits and long-term prospects, you want to be, and I'll be...
Keep them coming. I can do this all day.
Gonna need a bigger storeroom for all these orders.
You'll hear wireless free Arcadia.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted. Quick and proper, or your next provision's free. If you're not with a specific division, I'm supposed to take down a name before offering my wares. As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. I'm sure you...
Automech Repair Center has been successfully rendered unable to repair automechs.
Adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots. Why won't you mix when you've got more rockets? More rockets.